Today is December 12th. Your character is what you are, whereas your reputation is what other people think you are. Don't be concerned with reputation, be concerned with character. So often in our lives, we're very concerned about how people see us. Do they think I'm a good devotee? Do they think I'm a good person? So we may act in ways to make them think that's what we are, when in our private lives or personally we may be not that way. So we're putting on a facade. So there's a saying in business, your brand is what people say about you. It's not what you say your company is, but it's what they experience when they're in your company or in your store. It's the way they feel when they go into your store. It's the way they're served. It's the quality of the product. All these things create the brand experience. So your company may say, we are like this, but that's kind of like us showing people what we are. But our reputation is actually the experience people get when they're with us. And reputation, of course, can have a positive side, it can have a negative side. We want to set a good example because that good example will inspire devotees. But what is also a good example is to be vulnerable, to be honest about where we lack. Because if we're all trying to show off to one another, then it creates a very pretentious kind of organization. And so we're all pretending to be Krishna conscious when we're not. Another aspect of that is if we do have problems, we need help. And in order to get help, we have to be honest about where we stand. We have to be able to go to our friends or other devotees and say, these are my problems, this is what I need help with. If we pretend we don't have problems, then we keep the problems inside. And if we keep the problems inside, they tend to grow. So a society and organization is therapeutic in the sense that we have association, reveal our minds in confidence, and we have devotees who will listen to our problems. So not only do we want to reveal our minds in confidence, but we want to be confidants so that when people reveal their minds to us in confidence, we listen. We don't get on the internet and tell the world about their problems, but we listen, we understand, we don't judge. We be an empathetic receptacle so people can get the problems off their chest. And oftentimes just by talking about the problems resolve themselves. There's a saying in the 12-step program that you are only as sick as your secret. So association is meant to enable us to get our secrets out into the light so they can be discussed. So the last point I'd like to make is that in relationships, what we find is that when people are honest, relationships get closer. So sometimes we think if I show you that I'm Krishna conscious, if I show you that I'm advanced, you will see that I have good qualities, or at least it appears that I have good qualities, and you'll like me. But the fact is, people don't like people who are not honest. People don't like people who are pretentious. So if you have bad qualities, but you're honest about it, people appreciate that so much. If I've done something wrong and I'm open about it, people appreciate it. If I've done something wrong and I cover it up, that's when people will condemn me. And I've seen this personally, that of course the internet is a place where many people get condemned, but the people who are least condemned are the ones who admit their mistakes. People appreciate that. Even the people that don't like them and don't like what they've done, they appreciate at least the person is honest. They were able to admit their mistakes. So we're trying to be humble. Humility is very important, obviously, in Krishna consciousness. So don't be concerned about reputation out of false ego. But if you want to be concerned about reputation, be concerned about setting a good example that will be in line with what Prabhupada wants you to do, and that will glorify Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.